Acute stress is part of nature. That is how world will operate. Human, the stress from the work, stress from a client, stress from a friend, stress from a lover, stress from somebody else. And what happens is, all stress is not bad for you. There are two types of stress. One is acute stress, second is chronic stress. Animals feel only acute stress for the most part. Imagine a zebra running in savannas and there is a lion behind it and it's trying to save its own life. It kind of barely survives the fight, the flight, the trying to survive its own, protect its own body. And then it barely survives the situation. And what happens? It is not going to think about that anymore. So that is acute stress. It's strenuous, it's dangerous. It's like a life and death situation. But what happens? It recovers from it in a few minutes and it starts grazing in a few minutes. But humans, the metaphorical lion is chasing a human. The stress from the work, stress from a client, stress from a friend, stress from a lover, stress from somebody else. And what happens is, we recreate this. We have something called prefrontal cortex that can create and think about thinking. What does that mean? It means that it can use thinking about thinking to create imagination. So what does that mean? It means we can recreate the lion in our own head. So whatever happens, we are replaying the lion. What if this happened? What if that happened? What if this happened? What if I was killed? What would happen to my wife, my kids, my whatever? And recreate that using imagination. Once we recreate this using imagination, we are turning from acute stress to chronic stress. Chronic stress is bad for you. It's extremely bad for you. So when you have stress, you have cortisol, you have adrenaline. Okay, it's released in your body, which is good for you. And most people will say cortisol is bad for you. No, it's not. Adrenaline is bad for you. No, it's not. It actually activates you. It elevates you. But if the cortisol stays for a longer period, if the adrenaline stays for a longer period, it's bad for you. So the chronic stress is cortisol staying in your body for a long time. What does that mean? It means that imagining and creating this chronic stress. Chronic stress is your own gift to yourself. Acute stress is part of nature. That is how world will operate. Things could happen. But you are using your imagination to extend the time of stress to convert into chronic stress. That's what we need to avoid. So stress is not bad for you. Acute stress is really good for you. Most of the stress that you have in life is acute stress. We turn that into chronic stress. Some of the acute stress that is really good for you is exercise, is acute stress. HIIT, high intensity interval training, is acute stress. Working for 12, 13, 14 hours is acute stress. So these acute stress, in order to make sure that they don't turn into chronic stress, you need to rejuvenate. You need to sleep good. You need to relax. You need to calm down, maybe meditate, do other things. So life is about activity and rest. Activity and rest. It's dynamic meditation. So which means that you are bringing activity to a highest level, stressing you so much, and then relaxing that much, and then doing it again and relaxing so much so that you stay in acute stress, extend your body like a person who's like practicing for Olympics, like they want to win the 100-meter race. They stress their body, relax. And most of the people who are Olympians, they sleep for 8 hours. Like that, you will sleep enough time. If you're a successful business person, you want to grow your business to the next level, make sure that you sleep 8 hours. Why? Because you're giving a lot of acute stress to your body. And then we need to make sure that you calm our body so that this acute stress doesn't turn into chronic stress.